the sorrowful he will never return. To the angry he was cheated, but to the happy he is at peace, and to the faithful he has never left. He cannot be seen, but he can be heard. So as you stand upon a shore, gazing at the beautiful sea, remember him. As you look in awe at a mighty forest and its grand majesty, remember him. As you look upon a flower and admire its simplicity, remember him. Remember him in your heart, in your thoughts, in your memories of the times that you loved, the times that you cried, the battles you fought, the times you laughed. For if you always think of him, he will have never gone. Together, let us read now and reflect on the words of Psalm 39. Lord, let me know my end, and what is the measure of my days. Let me know how fleeting my life is. You have made my days a few handbreadths, and in my lifetime is a nothing in your sight. Surely everyone stands as a mere breath. Surely everyone goes about as a shadow. Surely nothing they are in turmoil. Surely for nothing they are in turmoil. They heap up and do not know who will gather. And now, O Lord, what do I wait for? My hope is in you. Hear my prayer, O Lord, and give ear to my cry. Do not hold your peace at my tears, for I am your passing guest, an alien like all my forebears. Turn your gaze away from me, that I may smile again. Before I depart, I am no more. In this brief passage from Scripture, the psalmist is asking God to reveal to him the number of his days. Perhaps all of us would like to know how much time we have been granted here on this earth, thinking that we might use our time a little bit more wisely or do a better job of living. But this isn't God's plan, for he's a gracious God. Certainly none of us look forward to death, and I suspect that knowing when it occurred would not find any of us any better prepared. People are by nature procrastinators and tend to put off today what they could do tomorrow. When death comes, it intrudes upon life. It leaves conversations unfinished, plans unfulfilled, and needs unmet. If we knew in advance how long we could put off preparing for our own death, undoubtedly we would not do a very good job of living. Whenever we confront death, we're reminded that we do not, from the time we begin our life until the end, know the measure of our days or exactly what God's plan is for us. The very fact that we're here for a limited amount of time is what makes each day so special for all of us. Because we don't realize how much time we have on here on earth, we realize that we must live now and not put off until tomorrow the essentials of good living. Now is the time we should express our love for one another, confess the wrongs we have committed against one another, and now is the time that we should share the gift of our lives with one another. This time I'd like to ask anybody who is familiar with the verse to join me in reciting the 23rd Psalm. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. I'd like to share a poem with all of you that I found recently, and I hope that it may bring you all some comfort during this difficult time. When tomorrow starts without me. When tomorrow starts without me, and I'm not there to see, if the sun should rise and find your eyes are filled with tears for me, I wish so much you wouldn't cry the way you did today, while thinking of the many things we didn't get to say. I know how much you love me, as much as I love you. And each time you think of me, I know you'll miss me too. But when tomorrow starts without me, please try to understand that an angel came and called my name and took me by the hand and said my place was ready in heaven above, and that I'd have to leave all those I dearly love. But as I turned to walk away, a tear fell from my eye. For all of my life, I always thought I didn't want to die. I had so much to live for and so much left to do. It almost seemed impossible that I was leaving you. I thought of all the yesterdays. I thought for just a while I'd say goodbye and kiss you and maybe see you smile. But then I fully realized that this could never be, for emptiness and memories would take the place of me. But when I walked through heaven's gates, I felt so much at home, when God looked down and smiled at me upon his golden throne. So when tomorrow starts without me, don't think we're far apart, for every time you think of me, I'm right here in your heart. I personally didn't know Henry or have the opportunity to meet him, but I think at this time, maybe if any of you would like to share, you might be able to offer a personal story or a remembrance. That would be, everybody would appreciate hearing at this time. So if there's anybody who'd like to speak, I'd like to give you the chance to do so. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Royal Haskell, and I'm Billy's brother. I'm friends with Henry and some of his family.